Oh, you're wonderful. You're wonderful.
Can we start?
Yeah, we're started. Although that's just a picture of a cabinet.
I mean, like, you want to start here.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, so we have like a little bit of recap to do, right? Because we've done 3 words so far, and then this week we're really paying attention to like an idea, which came from the interview questions I did with you guys a while back. Because I asked you, why are we in school? Like, what's the point? And a lot of folks are like, I don't know, somebody makes me, it's something I have to do. So I feel like it was worthwhile for us to spend some time talking about that, because I don't know if you don't feel like there's a point in being in this building, or if the point is only to hang out with your friends and eat delicious cafeteria food, which is super valuable. But we should talk about the learning piece, because I think that might drive people to be like, oh yeah, maybe I will put a little bit more into whatever assignment it is. So, we'll get there. Okay. First, something I want you guys to know about, something that's happening here, is Mr. Tristan's going to be doing a bunch of observations in classes, which means he's going to be in there, but he's really observing teachers and learning what the teacher's teaching, so he can then help you guys if you're down here. So it's not as much of him being there to help you with your schoolwork, although obviously he does that. It's not as much of him like judging you or something. It's about him being in the room, finding out what the teacher's teaching you, so that he can then be more helpful to you down here.
Oh, you was munching, huh?
So if you notice him in your class where you usually don't see him, please, it's not about, oh, I'm in trouble, he's here to cause you a problem. No, he's doing something else. He's gonna sit in the back corner and not mess with you, not do anything with you. He might say hi, he might just give you the cold shoulder and walk in and go sit down. So don't read in any more into it than
Why are
that.
you looking at me every time you were saying all that sentence?
There's only 3 people to look at in the room, because right now,
But
it's
yeah,
either I
you
look,
should looking straight at me on the cabinet.
I could look at Mr. Tristan's ear. Landon is paying great attention. I could look at the back of Dakota's head. I love that you're looking. Okay, so yeah,
You're a little weird. You just
Not
scared
that funny,
looking at
Mr.
me.
Tristan.
good question, Octavius.
And
All right.
Like laughing like we just do a poppy for him.
Okay, on to the next topic is
Why are we at school?
what to do in class.
Oh, shit.
Like right now, there's like some people, I want you
Wow,
guys,
just on that note.
hold on, dude. Right now, I want all you guys to work on the goal of taking a break. Okay, so you're in class, everything's going good, stay in class. You're gonna learn more in that room than in this room. If it's science, like, we're not science teachers, we do our best.
You should blow some
But
stuff up.
Octavius, there's plenty of science teachers who are really good at teaching science. So stay in that room. But if you feel yourself like, hey, this isn't working out, I'm starting to get annoyed, this person's, whatever it is, just say, I need a break. Come down here, grab 5, don't let it get to the point of being real angry, right? Nothing good comes from there. So ask for break, please, that's the goal. Okay, enough of that. Now we're off to the main point, which is, what's the point of school? Like, why are we here? Anybody, you wanna fill the blank before I point out that thing? Go ahead, Dakota.
Learning.
Yeah.
Like, to get a diploma.
Yeah.
What job can you get without a diploma?
Yeah, exactly. The end goal, getting a job, getting a diploma, graduating, that's exactly it. So, I want to take a second to talk a little bit more about learning, because there's plenty of folks who do not like doing their schoolwork. I get it. I would say that there's a whole building and a town and many other towns and states and countries where kids are like, dude, I don't want to do my schoolwork. I get it. Here's the point. This is the thing I want you to get. Okay. Landon, stop, please. You know the phone. You know. Okay. there's more that's happening with just the learning. Like, say you're in your math class, and you're working on division, for example, or multiplication. There is a lot more things that are happening besides you just learning that one skill, or your multiplication facts, say. Yes, we want you to learn your multiplication facts. But there's also this thing called a productive struggle. That's what like people who study how people learn talk about. And what that is when you are faced with a situation where it's hard, where you're having to struggle, right? You're having a hard time, you really got to think about it and figure it out. Your brain is creating new neurons. Those neurons, as they grow and make more connections, you're getting smarter. So you're not just learning about multiplication, but you are getting smarter. This is super valuable because the more neurons that are connected in your brain, the smarter you are, the better you'll be at solving problems. It helps you with everything else throughout the rest of your life. The more you're like, yeah, I'm not doing that, the more the rest of the population is doing this, and they're gaining an advantage. And sooner or later, you're going to be in a job market where you're going to be wanting to do whatever it is you want to do, right? Become an astronaut. I don't know what you want to do. We're going to set those goals, but that's the important thing, right? Going through that. So we'll keep on talking about this, but the point is not just to learn U.S. history. The point is for you to learn as much as you can so you're better at solving problems throughout your life. Thank you for listening. Okay, we keep on coming back here. So I thought that this is a weird one to just like answer a question about. So I think it's more things like we'll just have like conversations throughout the week to work on this. But we should touch base on the things that we have been learning on, the words, which are what, Dakota? What are the three things? What are the words we've been working on? They're over there.
Respect and disrespect, perseverance, and accountability.
Nice one. Threw a bunch of big words at you. Good job, dude. So for this time, I thought that we would, when it's your turn to take a shot, you pick which one you're going to do. If you're going to say something about accountability, you tell us a story about accountability, and then when you take a shot, the three of us, the four of us, Mr. Tristan will try and guess which one your story pertains to. Does that make sense? No?
No.
Okay. So, I would say when I'm doing my schoolwork, it's oftentimes very distracting in my house. Much like your classroom. There's a bunch of kids doing other things. In my household, there's kids and my wife and my dog's running around, and I just get distracted. I have a hard time focusing. It takes a lot of this to keep me, to get my schoolwork done. What word does that pertain to up there? Out of those four, which one?
Perseverance.
Perseverance, Dakota. Nice one. I'm up. Landon, you're up, dude. You ready? Tell a story about any one of those, and then we will pick out which word it is that you're distracted.
A couple days ago, in 6th period, I was pretty mean to Mr. Tristan, and he didn't do anything to just managing him.
Okay. That's a good one. Thanks for offering that up. I think I know, but you guys go ahead. It's over.
Accountability.
Say what?
Accountability.
He's being accountable for it right now. I'm thinking he was also saying that he was being blank to Mr. Tristan.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful. You're good at this. Nail that thing. Nail that thing. Good one, Landon.
perseverance mean?
Disrespectful.
Perseverance?
What's that?
What does perseverance mean?
It means going through something that is hard. So, you're showing perseverance when maybe you're asked to do one of your assignments and you really don't want to, but you persevered because you got that hard thing done. Or maybe you're running a race and you want to give up halfway. So it was hard, and you're like, no, I can do it. I persevered. I made it through something that was challenging. Does that make sense? You want to go, or pass it on to the next person and have a little more time?
At my house, a few nights ago, my mom told me to take out the garbage, and I forgot. But when she told me to do it again, I spilt it, and I hid it under the cardboard we have. And I told her that yesterday.
Okay, and you were taking what, Octavius? What was he was, which one of those words best describes what he just said?
What the hell are you doing with your hand?
Trying to tell you the answer, but you're...
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you're doing with your hand. I'm like, trying to figure out what the hell you're doing, trying to do some spells or something.
He's being accountable, right?
What the hell level are you trying to spell?
Mr. Tristan, you want a shot? Way to take accountability for that. Garbage hiding story. Funny.
Trying to figure out why the hell you tried to get out of garbage.
So, last night,
That'd be interesting.
I had my physical therapy appointment. I
That's what
got
I
part of
wanted
my
to do.
sling removed, and I wanted to try today, instead of creating something that I probably should have just created anyways for Mrs. Stanley and I and Miss Cox to be able to for our observations in the classrooms and stuff like that to make it easier for us. Instead of doing that, I figured I'd try carrying around this binder today, so you guys may see me with the binder. And it was a bit of enthusiasm about being able to use my arm a little bit more, but also quite a bit of laziness. So
Perseverance.
I didn't really persevere anything. I succumbed to my laziness and some enthusiasm to be able to try to use my arm today. So mostly laziness though.
Brett.
Good try. He shouldn't with his non-dominant hand. Subscribe to this.
And plus, you don't want to say him, so. What's that?
I feel like I showed my wife some respect the other day because I came home from work and I was frustrated. I was frustrated because a couple people in the program did not listen to what I said and they ran off campus, and I took it personally, and it wasn't about me, but it was frustrating to me. And then my wife, we have this dog, her name's Doodle, she's a sheepadoodle, and her hair grows long. She's really cute when it's long. And I've been like, I don't want to get her hair cut because they cut it really short. She looks like a poodle and I just don't like it. So I was like, let's just let her have long hair for the winter. Then we can kind of adjust it later. And she's like, no, she's taking control of this thing. So she had to cut the dog's haircut and I didn't want it. And I was like, I'm having a hard time with this. So let's not talk about it now. I'd rather wait and talk about it later. And I felt like I was being respectful to the decision that she made by not letting my emotions take over in that moment. I told you which one it was. It was respectful. Respectful.
Brett. Point for you.
Back of the net, man. Nothing. All right, buddy.
hope what we're doing PE is what I think it is. It looks like it's cage ball.
Take kind of look like that.
I don't want to do cage ball.
I'm not anything.
Where's the time where you had something hard that you were doing and you finished the
Does
task?
it count not wanting to punch somebody in the face, does that count?
But you did not do it? You stopped from doing it?
Yeah.
All right, you persevered. You overcame the emotions to be violent, and that was a heck of a shot.
Let me do that hard.
Heck of a shot, dude.
Learning to take a break when needed.
Okay. Alright, it's alright, it's alright. I don't know, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna need more time to think about which one of those.
Didn't tell him I come with that shouldn't have.
What did you say?
Didn't tell him I come with that shouldn't have been doing.
Okay.
Last night complaining about how my brother gets to stay up later because he gets to go to school later, so I call him a fat faggot.
Nice.
That probably wasn't a good idea.
And you were being, what was he doing, Octavius? Was he being, which one of those words? Respectful?
What happened to that though?
Was he being respectful or disrespectful? Was he
Maybe
persevering or
disrespectful.
showing accountability?
I said it right in front of my mom too.
Man, that probably went well.
Being disrespectful. Right? I would encourage you not to use that word because it's very hurtful to people.
I already know what it means. I'm not retarded.
Well, of course you know what it means, and it's perfectly fine if people want to, people fall in love with anybody. Just make sure you're kind and respectful to everybody. All right, I think that about concludes our lesson here. Thank you for watching.